Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Last episode, we went into the lighthouse to see if we could clear things out there. We cleared a lot of spirits and found one all the way at the top who seems to be wailing or searching for something. We found indications that it's some sort of boat or ship, which actually is docked, and its owner is over in Brackenbury. We also went down into this area here, where we found the various parts of a scepter we needed to find. Now we can bring it to someone who is looking for it. And we also found the soul and body of a young boy who was lost. But he did a brave thing. He tried to save a prostitute who was being harassed by some thugs. We did go and kill the thugs. It only seemed right. Anyway, now we've got a load of things to do and a load of places to go to. Let's see. Just to clarify and remind, we've got Brackenbury Sanitarium. We've got, let's see, the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury, the Goose and Fox in Copper Lane, Domenel Manor in Brackenbury, Crucible Keep in First Fires, the Expedition Hall over in Copper Lane, and that one will take care. That one's over here, but we'll take care of it later. And that's all of them. So it looks like Brackenbury is going to be the first one we go to. All right, first thing we do, we got someone over here.
So you will go to your king and what? Implore him to curb his violent impulses? At the word of a heroic academic.
You don't usually grace me with your flattery, priest. What merits this attention?
All Rawatai's history is war, same as everyone. If only the world were led by soft-hearted giants who waste their muscles stroking their own quills. Oh, wouldn't that be grand?
I'm content to remain a burr in your boots. But here, if you but stand on the docks, you can single-handedly ensure no one ever sails to the Deerwood
again. Nice. Okay, first one we have is here in the Brackenbury Sanitarium. We've got the scepter here that we need to hand in. Let's see. I have a feeling it's probably this guy over here. No, it's not. Who is it again? It is... No, it was Task. Nan's in the sanitarium. Yarmid? Oh no, that's a gold name, never mind. Head Warden.
Good day, stranger.
Are you the Animancer who's been buying relics from Imatal? There's a large and rather notorious black market for uncatalogued Angwithan relics. I stay far away from it. There's Nans, found him.
Well met, friend.
An elderly woman peruses the shelves with a quickness and an energy that belie her age. I'm afraid I don't practice anymore, child. Too busy with my research. What do you do here? I'm an Animancer. Used to venture on all kinds of underfunded and ill-fated trips out of the Expedition Hall when I was your age, but lately I've found research better suited to my current pace. Can I help you with something else? I'd like to know more about the sanitarium. It's the official center of animancy in Defiance Bay, founded in 2729. And before you get saucy, no, I wasn't around at the time. It was built to treat ailments of the mind and soul, important sort of place to have in a growing city, and its construction marked the end of the animancy slowdown that followed the Bale Reach accident. The Bale Reach accident? A terrible setback for the discipline. A researcher working outside the Bale Marsh shattered the souls of a dozen volunteers. Of course, we'll never know exactly what went wrong because the mob tore him to pieces. This mishap bears some of the blame for the slower pace of research in the 2.5 decades that followed, but it also helped concentrate practicing animancers here in Defiance Bay. Oof, yeah, that sounds, yeesh. Immortal sent me. He said you'd be interested in these scepter pieces we found. That chatty old fishwife's been blabbing about me, I see. Never trust your secrets to a man with so much salt in his beard. Anyway, let's see what you've got. Nans examines the scepter, her eyes hooded by crinkled flesh. Immortal told you true. I'll buy this. Unfortunately, a broken scepter isn't as valuable as he may have led you to believe. She steals a glance at your face, but her fingers tighten around the piece in her hands. This could easily be repaired by someone with the proper skills. Her eyes flash under their sagging lids. I've got the skills, all right, and you know more than the average relic hunter I see. Making it whole again is a matter of alchemy. Expensive alchemy. I got to soak the broken ends in a fiend's blood compound to reconnect them. Never mind the embalming work to restore the enchantments. I could do it to the tune of 1,800 pounds. Oh, come now. I'm giving you a rare opportunity to work with an Engwithan scepter. Surely you can bring the price down. Aye, perhaps if you want to bargain and haggle with every dragonblood vendor and imphorn merchant in the city. Very well, you can have the satisfaction of working an old woman to an early grave for only 1,500. 1,500 it is. I guess you'll want to watch and see that your money's put to good use. Better get comfortable then. She lays out an array of powders, potions, and other obscure ingredients on her desk. After what feels like hours, she returns to the main hall with you and presents the scepter. Looking at it, you never know it had been broken in the first place. This may be the finest work I've ever done, if I may say so. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. Examining a piece like that is a dream come true for someone in my field. Take good care of it. Alright, so we've got Engwithan Scepter. This Engwithan weapon was restored from fragments you found in Andra's gift. The shaft is covered with invocations and the opal finial is inscribed with runes. Is that all? It's fine, 4 accuracy, 15 damage, and higher attack speed. That's actually fairly good. You've still got this one, which... You're almost ready to upgrade it. That's good. That's good. We'll definitely work on that. It's as good as the one you're currently wielding, but we'll just put this in here. I'll try not to sell it. We might need it at some point in the future. I don't know. Unless it's actually just worth selling. I don't know. I'll take a quick look up for it at some point. Anyway, on to the next task. Alright, next stop will be House Domenel. We did take a quick look in there, but we weren't able to actually go in very far because we had no business being there. Well, now we do. Hello there.
Hail and well night.
What business do you have with the Domenels? I need to speak with Bracanta Domenel. If you say so. She's up the stairs in the room at the end of the hall. Mind your manners. Thank you.
Whatever crimes they committed, their interior decoration is
settled.
impeccable.
Don't worry, I'm not going to take anything. Unlock things, sure, but take, no. The wine rack contains a wide selection of vintages from all over Eora. All of them very, very expensive.
A simple test. That's settled.
It's a tiny bit of experience. Why would I turn down experience? The knives are warm from the heat of the oven. They look absurdly sharp. And in here... The table is set with silver-rimmed plates and golden candlesticks. Clearly, crime pays well. Alright, up the stairs. Alright, let's see here. The coverlet feels like imported Adir silk.
That's settled.
Okay. The perceptive use of color in this panorama is overshadowed by the oversized signature along the bottom. Abracan Domenel. While this landscape shows promise, the brushwork is obviously hurried. The artist seems to have spent more time on his signature, A. Domenel, than anything else. It must be in there.
A simple test.
Nah, don't use a lockpick. The many pillars are fluffy and full with down. Whoever sleeps here must sleep soundly indeed. You must be a friend of Abrakan.
Hail and well met.
The woman must be well into middle age, but there isn't a line on her face. Her large green eyes are watchful behind a curtain of glossy black hair. She studies you. I don't believe we'd met. I'd remember you. What do you do here? She looks you up and down. Let's just say I'm a merchant. I handle the trade of certain goods that my enterprising children and husband happen across. But I only trade with special friends, and if you want that kind of relationship, you'd have to do a little something for me. What kind of favor did you have in mind? There's a certain someone who may or may not be named Kolfek. He's insulted me. I'd like you to make an example out of him. Just what do you want me to do? I'd hate to stifle your imagination. Just see that you teach him a lesson he won't soon forget. Suppose I could help? That's the spirit. I know that little runt holds up somewhere in Andra's gift. Once you've taken care of him, come back to me. I've got some stocks that I reserve for special friends. I understand that you control bitter squash seeds in Defiance Bay. I'd like to see the price lowered for the salty mast. You address matters with Kolfeg, and then I'll see to you and your, friends. Alright. This seems a simple enough task. A little brutish, but nothing wrong with a little roughing up, I guess. Okay, find Kolfeg in Andra's gift. Well, we'll run back over there and do that eventually, but we've still got other things that we can do here. Alright, next place we need to go is over here to the Charred Barrel. I believe the person we're looking for was located up on the upper level. Here we are. Mirwith, we need to speak with you. Someone at the old lighthouse in Andra's gift was looking for your ship. I didn't peg you for a liar, at least not from what I've heard. That doesn't mean I believe you. You'd better explain what gave you such an interesting notion. The last lighthouse keeper watched for your ship every day. It's all in the log. No. She turned me out. We were poorer than the fishermen who live there now, and when she learned I'd put food on our table with stolen coin, she told me that if she never saw me again, it'd be the mercy of the gods. I had nowhere else to go, and it was a rough life until I rose to captain. She ignored the Adir in advance to stay behind. I think she was waiting for you. She was always so stubborn. I forget sometimes where I got it. I'll go. Perhaps it will give both of us some peace. Oh, are we just going right over? Oh no, she's leaving. Alright, so Naya's in Andra's gift waiting for the good news. Well, we'll go speak with her soon, but we've got a few other things to deal with out here. Okay, next task, I believe, we should head into Copper Lane. We've got 2 stops to make in there. Okay, first task, I believe, is over at the Goose and Fox. Let's head on over. Yeah, Goose and Fox is closer. That's obviously the best choice to go to first. Okay, who were we supposed to talk to for this one? Remind me. Not that one. Gareth. We're looking for Gareth. There he is, Gareth. A man skulks near the bar. He seems like he's trying to blend in with the wood paneling, and he watches the other patrons out of the corner of his eye. He gives you a quick nod as you approach. What do you do here? Oh, me? I'm just minding my own business. Of course, you're standing by yourself in the corner of a tavern and you're not drinking anything. Not suspicious at all. Gareth's nervous eyes dart around the room. Keep it down, will you? I really am here to do business, but it's the kind of thing that requires discretion. And unless a mutual friend has sent you to me, that's all I've got to say on the subject.
Gods keep you.
Yeah? Verzano has a delivery for you. He glances around and snatches a pouch from you. Keep your voice down, will you? The Domenils have spies everywhere. You tell Verzano this is the last time I'm buying from him. This is getting too dangerous for me. Did I just do something illegal? No? I don't think I've heard of the Domenils. The more important thing is making sure they don't hear of you. They're old Brackenbury stock, but these days the Domenils are known for their business activities, most of which involve some degree of bribery, extortion, theft, or murder. What do the Domenils have to do with this? You have no idea, do you? Let's just say that the Domenils have, exclusive rights to trade certain merchandise within the city. Verzano likes to make some extra coin from time to time by dealing in the same merchandise. Undercutting the competition, he says. Tell me what was in that pouch. Bitter squash seeds. They interrupt pregnancies. Even though they're not exactly legal, many folk nowadays prefer them to the risk of hollowborn. Or celibacy. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Now get out of here before... A woman swaggers in, her polished boots thwacking the floor with slow, deliberate steps. A crooked sneer warps her smooth face. Gareth, I'm hurt. You promised to only buy from me. What's a girl to think? Gareth bows, his knees knocking together. Please, my lady, I was just explaining that I don't do business with anyone else. Except this one last time, right? There's always one more deal. Until you run out of credit, that is. Dana turns and regards you, looking you up and down. And just who are you? You don't exactly look like a seed dealer. Aloth glances at Gareth. I think that's a compliment. Just someone making a delivery. Verzano put you up to this, didn't he? That old fool's on a sinking ship, and he's determined to drag anyone who gets close enough down with him. She eyes the trembling Gareth. Gareth here knew better, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. In fact, I'll also give you a chance to get even with the imbecile who's been playing us both. What do you say to killing Verzano? Why would I want to do that? Why wouldn't you? He's used you to do his dirty work, and without telling you anything about what you were carrying, or who you were crossing. Of course, I'd also consider it a personal favor, and House Domenil is never stingy with its friends. The loyal ones, anyway. Tell me about the Domenils. I don't know whether to be relieved or insulted. We're one of the wealthiest merchant families in Defiance Bay. Let's just say, however, that some of our business practices are not officially sanctioned. Gareth groans and stifles a sob. I'll decide his fate when I talk to him again. You'd better make up your mind quickly, because we're going to pay him his dues one way or another. Just make sure you stay out of our way. Well, that's a little concerning. Great, so we just got involved in that whole crap. Even though we're doing a favor for the Domenils, they are also not happy about something. Probably not happy about a bunch of things. In fact, we did cross them once before. Okay, well, we can head up into the expedition hall to see if we can find anything out about that cave for the woman in First Fires. So let's go see if anyone knows anything about that. Just a quick walk in here. Alright, I think it's probably this person, I imagine. Nope, not him. Maybe you then, Osric. You might know.
You want an expedition?
Nope, you don't. Oh, there's only like one other named person, I think. Let's
Hello.
see. No, you don't. Is there anyone else named? Not in here. You're a bunch of mercenaries. You sure you don't have anything?
I do have something.
Oh.
If you don't mind stepping on the toes of the Crucible Knights. Come to think of it, the Domenils won't be too pleased either. They've never liked seeing someone with nicer things than them.
Where do I begin?
Some of my other expeditions have come back with a rumor about a place called Lea Remen up near Stormwall Gorge. It's supposed to hold some of the greatest weapons those Engwithan bastards ever made, and we've got need of them.
The knights are meddling in animancy, befouling souls to build metal warriors. We've got to be prepared to defend ourselves, and the city. If there's anything that can stand a chance against this madness, it's weapons made by the Engwithans themselves. They made the same kinds of abominations in their time. They'd know how to kill them. I've sent the Giant Slayers after the weapons, but they haven't had much luck so far. They're better fighters and treasure hunters. Meet 'em with them at Wooden Plains and see how far they've gotten. If you can get those weapons, I'll see you get your cut. What's the harm in arming a bunch of angry folks that don't like to think all that much? Okay. So you don't have the information I'm looking for. All that's here are a bunch of mercenaries. So, despite the fact that it says that information, where is it? Someone at the expedition hall might know. Nobody here knows anything, it seems, or I can't ask them about anything. Which is kind of a pain. There's only 3 named people and they don't have anything. Although, I do have some loot that I can sell now that I think about it. Sell all those. Sell all these. Sell all those. I think we can sell the Shattered Animat armor and that book. Alright. 1,200 coin. Right, let's leave here then. I guess we don't have anything aside from a new quest. Although it's going to be one that involves choosing a side. Well, anyway, we do have something we need to give to the Crucible Knights, so let's head over to First Fires and hand it in. Alright, so the guy happened to be up in this direction, I believe. Here we are. Dunstan. Give him the on it. Commander Cliver said you're working with an Animancer to build Forge Knights.
So much for his talk of secrecy. Aye, I'm building Cleaver's Metal Warriors. He says they're what we need to keep order in Defiance Bay, so...
How are you creating these Forge Knights? Suits of armor and souls. Cliver's had me repairing and reinforcing unused armor for months now, just so we can fill them with some poor sod's essence. As long as that scholar girl's got her numbers right, infusing the armor with a soul won't be that hard. But that's not what bothers me. And you need Viana's research to complete them. She's been working out a method to transfer the souls into the armor. Getting the process just right is critical. Bind the souls too tightly and you get something like those flesh constructs at the sanitarium, barely bright enough to avoid walking into a wall. Bind them too closely and they'll be too self-aware for their own good, mad killers in metal bodies. Do you disagree with Cliver about the Forge Knights? I disagree with him on near about everything, and this is no exception. These Forge Knights won't solve our manpower problem. He can call them what he wants, but they aren't knights. Doesn't take Itamok's nose to smell the trouble here. A group that can't stand together is headed for a fall. And don't get me started on the other problem. Those souls he's bought to power the Forge Knights? Cliver keeps telling himself that they came from willing donors, but he knows better. There's a reason you have to buy souls through less than legal channels. We should be clearing those scavengers off the road, not doing business with them. Alright, well, I think this is what you've been looking for.
That's what Cleaver's been looking for anyway. If you found it, I guess I've got to start.
You don't sound too happy about this. I'm not, and I'm surprised someone as compassionate as you is going along with it. I've made it clear to Cliver that this is a mistake. Trying to harness souls like this... It's a crime against the gods, and it's bound to earn us more trouble than it saves. But Cliver's given me his orders, so I've got to build these things as best I can. Anyway, Cliver's told me I'm to sell you any arms or armor you might want. You won't find better anywhere in Defiance Bay, I can promise you that.
Now, time to see if that Valian was worth all that blood and copper.
He takes a polished breastplate and goes to work.
I'll be damned. To be honest, even I wasn't expecting it to work this well. Back to it. Cleaver will want me to finish the rest of them. And it sounded like he has a job for you, too.
Alright, well, let's see what you got. The White Spire. Okay. It's an S-Stock. Grants Blizzard. Interesting. It's a pretty powerful weapon. A lot of fine gear. Hildrick's Coat. Pretty damn good armor. Forge Master's Gloves. Damage reduction and Firebrand. Shot in Faith grants consecrated ground when hit by a critical hit. Which... oh, that is actually very, very good. I like that. That's something I'd want. You know what? Buy it. I don't buy items very often, but that's something that I like enough. I'm willing to give it to you, Adair. That'll be good. So, there's a quest from the guy here in the war room. Fine, we'll find out what it is. Ooh, and the episode's almost over, so once we find this quest, we'll probably end the episode. Was there more you needed me to do?
Dunstan will complete the first squad of Forge Knights in no time. Now the High Justice will want to have his Forge Masters at Fleetbreaker Castle create more.
However, it's been brought to my attention that you're a close ally of the Dozens. I'm sure you understand that further association puts us in a precarious position. Ah, it's probably because of that quest we took. I didn't realize that doing that would do that. Well, I guess we may have made our choice in a way. Oh well. That said, I kind of have to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll turn in the last few quests that we have and see what else we can do. I didn't necessarily intend to join the Dozens here, but... oh boy. Things are gonna get rough. Anyway. Next episode, we'll turn in the last few quests we happen to have here back in Andra's Gift and see what we can do. Things may be about to get a little rough. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, also known as Falai. That is Laniara, Adair, Durance, Aloth, Kana, and Sagani. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, and I shall see you all next time.